look at that one. That's a beast.
Yeah. I reckon that's got about £5.
Easy. That's £5 all day long, mate. That's a nice fish now. Look how long it is. You can't really see it properly because of the bug, but you look on the width of it, that's a nice fish. You know what, folks? Unfortunately, we're not allowed to fish here, but check this out. You look at that one there. That fish there is monstrous. You can't really pick it up on camera, but it's £7 plus easy. It's a monster, an absolute monster. The head of it is ginormous.
I reckon it's about 4 inches across the edge.
Yeah, easy. I bet that's bigger than it looks. There's some big fish in there. Unfortunately, it's a harbour and you're not allowed to fish in here. But Gav was here last year, and right where we were fishing, right where he was here, he wasn't fishing, but right where he was looking at the mullet and that, there was a monster stingray. You reckon it was about £150 just moving on the bottom. Whereabouts was it, Gav? On the bottom. Yeah, there's bream in there as well. A lot of bream. Nothing monstrous, but there's a few monster mullet in there. I want that. I want that. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. You would get that easy. You come down here with a loaf of bread. There's a load of bream down the bottom, but I reckon they would nail it. I reckon you put a bit of bread in front of it, it just. See all the crab there, just bathing in the sun. Red crab. Sitting there. There's literally mullet everywhere. Look, there's a bream there, going down under there now. You've got loads of mullet just sat on the back of that boat there, just sitting there. It's like mullet heaven. Fortunately, you never bought the mullet gear on this one. I was going to be doing like midnight sniping, I think. Yeah. Monsters, mate. Monsters. He's a big one as well. I reckon he's about £4.5, £5.
Probably bigger.
Yeah, probably bigger than that one there. Yeah.
2 there.
Let's stay all the way back through there, mate. That's the cliffs. We thought we had some cliffs down where we are. Look at that. I mean, an abseiling dream, some of that. Absolutely unreal. I'm going to walk around the back of it now and check out what's around. But some of this mullet. Obviously, first time coming here fishing, so we were trying to find where to go because a lot of the marks, it's deep water, but it's like rocks going down to it. So what we're trying to do is make sure we can land what we hook into. But Gav had a mark a bit further up where he it was like a flat rock where you could when he was getting the rays on, bringing them in with the swell and landing them straight onto the rock. But these mullet are hungry. These mullet are hungry. Welcome. So, fishing day today. So as you can see in the background, a little bit of changed conditions. Winds calm right down, which is good. We had a little bit of onshore breeze yesterday, which made the sea look quite rough. Now I'm going to pan the camera around now. As you can see, some of the rock marks down there. There's a guy down there fishing at the minute. I don't know. I think it looks like I don't know what he's doing. He's got buckets now. He must be fishing, setting up to go fishing. But yeah, the dumps were quite big, so it made anything like ray fishing wise quite hard to land, especially if you get targeting stingrays and stuff off the rocks. So we're venturing a little bit further up today to a mark which Gav fished last time he was here, and he had a couple of stingrays out up to like the £50 mark. So hopefully we can see a few fish out today. He had a couple of different species, like mini species and that at the same time. So I think we're going to try fishing one rod each with smaller hooks and then put one rod out with the big guns on, ready for hopefully a few stingers. Now I don't think we'll get the same size as they do over at Fuerteventura and stuff. We're looking at the layout of the water compared to what it is like over there. A lot of cleaner ground over there, and a lot of a deeper depth of water compared to what's here. But at the end of the day, the stingers are here. He's had them here and he's seen them here. It's a new place fishing, really. I mean, he's done one trip over here before, then he had them. But we've been looking at a few different marks and stuff. But this is outside our hotel now. But you can't really pick it up. But it's like bouldery ground. So as you can see, there's a first point there, and there's another point right on the back there, where there seemed to be a lot of anglers over there yesterday fishing. And then you've got the other point down here with the young man fishing there as well. I think he's fishing. Looks like he's fishing. But no, it's hopefully going to be a lovely day. Temperature's around 29, so it's going to be a hot one. And yeah, there's down towards the harbour down there. There's some another crop of rocks down there we looked at. The trouble is you can't fish around the harbour. We looked at in the background there as well, seeing if we could get a boat over that way as well, because it looks like it's a real good depth of water onto like a sandy beach. So yeah, we're going to do a night session as well while we're here. But this is day one of Tenerife. Hopefully we can see a few fish out today. Just about to go down for a bit of breakfast, and hopefully we can see a few fish out today. So just had a shower and got changed. So we're rocking it, but there's an angler down there at the moment. There's a few anglers out actually, but yeah, there's two of them down here now. Ideal really in places like this. You come away with a family and the missus. Oh, there's another one coming down here now. Got the buckets and that. So I'll always say hello later on. I think it looks like they've got spinning and float gear there now. They're climbing over the wall down there just to get on those rocks beneath, it looks like. Maybe we'll have a little chat with them in a bit. But yeah, it's a lot better day to day wind wise. Hopefully it holds up. Maybe go for a couple of beers a bit later on after fishing. Get our little siesta ready for the evening tonight. But we're going to do a couple of trips while we're over here, guys, and try and get a night session in as well. So a couple of productions on the way. But yeah, the lad's jumping over the wall now. Getting the gear over. Hopefully we have a few out today. So, what I just basically bought a little rucksack with me. I've got the Tronic Pro Xenon travel rod, and I've got the new Achios travel rod to compare it. So we've already done a review on the Tronics Pro ones. Very nice rods, cast and handle perfectly. But our friends at the Slamfish said, look Andy, I know you like that Xenon, but I think I've got something a little bit special here for your trip. I think you quite like it. At first, so I haven't actually cast it yet, but as first reactions to the rod, it feels a little bit stiffer. Not a lot, but it's hard to tell until you cast it. But I've got a travel tripod, telescopic tripod. I've actually got 2 cups put in the middle. That way me and Gav can share one tripod and fish one big rod each on the bigger ones, and then put the smaller ones in the middle, vice versa, so just so we can obviously fish 2 rods each really. And then in the rucksack itself, I just brought this little Titan one with me, nice and lightweight. Got my scales, got my sling. I've made about 10 pulley rigs up, 150 pound mono. We'll go through some of that stuff there. Most importantly, a decent pair of boots. As you can see down there now, some of the rocks look quite wet and slippery. And the last thing I want to be doing on holiday is falling over with trainers on, so safety all the way as well. We were wondering how to get over to there. Now we found out. You go over the wall there and you cut down through. Always nice to see, isn't it? It's yeah. We've got to head off and down for breakfast now. But yeah, so yeah, good quality pair of boots. And I've picked this one here up just to store the bait in really. Nice nice little cool bag, just picked up yesterday from Lidl's. So pretty much ready to rock and roll. So got 15 leads, up my suitcase weight to 30 kilos. They come in with my clothing and stuff like that, about 26. So yeah, as I said guys, here's to a good day's fishing. It looks like matey's got a fish on. Looks like he's playing something. He's walking down. Holding that rod eye. Has he got one on? See if we can have a look. It'd be nice to see what they're actually targeting, because I don't know what he's doing. I thought he had a fish on there though. Maybe not. No. Anyway, let's get a bit of breakfast inside us and get out there to see what we can get for the day. So we're just ordering the taxi now. Fishing gear, all ready to rock and roll. And yeah, hopefully we're staying on the Tui Blue. Volcanic Island. You can see it's just it's amazing, really, the surroundings and how it is. I always thought I've never been to Tenerife before. I always thought it'd be a little bit like Spain, but it's totally different. Just the scenery and the way it is. Massive cliffs everywhere. Like lots of cactus, and the plants and that are all really cool, to be fair. A couple of little bars we went to last night over the back end there. Some nice little bar there. €1 a pint in there for between, I think it's 12 and 3. Let's take advantage of that a bit later on. And there's a little Irish bar in the back. But here's to a good day. Okay, welcome folks. So here we are, Tenerife. So we're on a little outcrop of rocks. It's a bit reefy really, but it drops down and we're quite low to the water. Now Gav's fished here before and had success, only one time fishing it, and he had 2 stingrays out. So we're down here today, basically using what we'd use at home, long pulley rigs, and yeah, they're just beefed up a little bit. I've got 8 O's on there on these ones. All Sakuma components with power swivels, rubber beads. I've got a Gemini rotten bottom link clip, breakaway imp, 6-ounce leg on the rotten bottom. Gav, as said, it's quite reefy close in, going on to sand. So he's had them up to around £50 of this mark. So we're going to see what we can get out today. So we've got a little bit of everything really. We have got some scissors. Got some? Oh, he's got them. I'll give you a closer look. Look. So we got some squid, got some sardines, and we got some lovely prawn in there. Little cool bag we picked up with some ice in just to keep it fresh, frozen as much as possible for the day. Reason we've gone for frozen, it seems to stay on the hook better. But yeah, hopefully we can see a few fish on this. It's solid at the minute, but in this heat it's probably worth just leaving a couple out, isn't it? Yeah. I'll leave a couple out on the thing there, a couple of sardines as well, and get into the prawn as well. I think I'm going to start with a squid, Gav, though, you know.
With a squid?
Yeah, squid and pilchard sardine, I think. It's a lovely prawn there. I think the trick is, guys, try and get to the supermarkets as quick as possible, just to be able to pick up what you need. I mean, it's cost us roughly €20 for bait. It's cost us a tenner to get down here in a taxi. So all in all, it probably cost us 20 euros each for a day's fishing. I mean, everything is very, very cheap over here in Tenerife. One thing I can see. But yeah, perfect size ray baits. I'm going to turn the first one inside out, just because they're frozen. Really, just a beefed up version of what we would use for targeting blondes back home. If I get a bit of squid, good thing about the squid, it will help bind everything together. Hooks. What I'm going to do, I'll put that down the bottom of it, like so. Okay. I'm going to get the pilch sardine, come around there like so. So it's out of the mouth like that. Bit of bait elastic. Been really looking forward to this trip. We went to Mallorca and I'd done a bit of mulleting or like off the rocks, and it just didn't. It was totally different. This is deep water. This is our type of fishing, really. Big deep water, which hopefully holds what we want. I mean, Gav's seen a 150 pounder here last time he was here in the harbour. Unfortunately, we can't fish the harbour. I haven't gone massive. Have you gone massive?
No.
No. So I've just got half a sardine on there and half a squid. Okay, that's all I've got. Put this down through the top of the bait. I haven't used wire on this one. I've just used 150 pound mono straight through, going up to the top hook. Cheating, really. We should be doing this in England. But I had a message come through on the page about it, but the trouble is, it's not guaranteed nothing in fishing, is it? And you know what I mean, no matter where you go, you could blank anywhere. And obviously the Solent area is a long way up for us, so it is holiday fishing, really. It's not something we get on our doorstep and stuff. And it's, yeah, like on the white trip, really looking forward to it. Unfortunately, it's just, you can't guarantee the weather, can you? And you know, I mean, you pick the tides and stuff, but sometimes it all rolls together, sometimes it don't. I think it's paid off for us here today, if I'm honest. Gav was looking at yesterday with the wind, and he looked at the forecast and seen it was dropping down off. He said, I think we'll get them down here today. But just hoping the sun doesn't come out, because it will be very scorching. It's 29 later on. So let's get the rods out. He didn't upgrade his bags, so he's only got 25 kilo, I think, or 20 kilo, whatever it was, and he's got trainers on, so he's had to be really careful. He's walked around the long way here at the minute, but first time using the Xenon. He's got the Tronic Xenon, the first one at the moment. Big long 6 foot pulley rig, exactly the same as what we'd use down our neck of the woods. So yeah, just lay back casting it. Bit of a spinner. It'd be lovely though. Drop right off, lovely. My turn. So there it is, guys. Nice half a sardine and squid bait. All the juice is coming out now. A couple of sharp hooks to do the business, and we're gonna head down to make the first cast. Yeah. Right, let's have another go here. There? Felt a little bit different, that one. Since the last cast, this rod, I've been using the T1000 a lot, and the trouble is with the T1s, you can tell the difference with a rod. But we'll get the Achioses out in a minute. Just trying to get some baits in the water, and hopefully you can steer a stingray out.
See what I was saying with landing it though? That's why Lewis landed it off there for me. On that little crop there.
Yeah.
So where that swell come up, so he was on this little bit in front. No, he wasn't in front.
Yeah.
He was on this bit. And actually he was at the side over there.
Well, here we are. First bait's out in the water, Tenerife. And we'll just show you a bit of the venue to how we're going to land some fish, hopefully, fingers crossed. So the last time Gav was here, doing exactly the same as he did now, it is boy with him, and yeah, to land them, you can see you're quite low to the water here. Any big swells you'd struggle, I think. Look, some of them over there, you get the odd rogue one, you get one there at the front, and we would get wet now. Just as it's gone over the rocks down there now, I'm coming to that little pool behind. That's where he had both of his. But the scenery, absolutely breathtaking. Look at this. All volcanic islands going up through. And yeah, hopefully we can see a fish out today. First bite of the day. It's not slacking me, is it? What did it do?
It's just pulled over. Never mind. I don't think it's not a thing, mate. You'll know. It's a stinger.
It just goes screaming.
But it just screams off. But you do get
bream, mullet, loads of it over here. So fishing 8 hooks on that one, 150-pound trace, and hopefully we can see that screaming reel. Rod tip's just arched over slightly. I'm just getting the other rod up there, and Gav was like, bite, bite. Gav just checking his bait there now, but I got a little prawn bait on. So what I'm doing today, guys, and I'm doing it for you, because this is holiday fishing, it's all about just enjoying it, isn't it? You know what I mean? And I'm fishing one out there for a stingray with big hooks on, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to fish a 1-0 just to try and, because there's no guarantees we're going to get them. Gav had one trip here before and he obviously had them. We don't know whether we're going to get them on these tides. You don't know, do you? Anything's possible. So I've got a little bait out there just to see what fish are about. A little 1-0 hook, little prawn bait. I put about 80-pound snood on that with a 150-pound rig body, just because I was cut one down, and I'm using it on the Nanotech Travel Beach from Achios. Okay, so first looks very similar to the oh, Gav's got one out, fresh bait there. We'll have a look at that quickly before we go into the rod. Okay guys, so you can see that there, that's the weaver fish. You don't want to be touching that, really. You definitely don't want to be standing on one of them. You just flick that up, back off now, but yeah.
They're called dragon nets. There's 2 different species here. One's weaver and dragon net, but...
So what's that? That's a weaver, isn't it? It looks like a weaver to me. I don't know. Yeah, it looks weaverish to me. But there you go, guys. So as I was saying, it's fairly similar to the Tronics Pro, and it's got a lot of backbone in it. To be honest, it seems like a nice rod. I mean, perfect for the suitcase. It casts from 85 gram to 170 gram, and power band system. So yeah, we'll put it up against the other rod in a minute to see the spacings and how it compares. But we're not going to do a comparing review. We're actually just going to do a review on the Achios Nanotech within this video production. So yeah, going to get this one casted out now. You never know, little 1-0 work. Bit of prawn. What's going to have it, eh? Let's have a look and see. I'm not going to hit this, there's no need. I'm going to literally cast this one out into the bay here, to the left hand side. And yeah, see how it goes, eh? See how it goes. Little pendulum cast. I don't know if you can hear that knock. When you're casting a new rod, you can hear like a noise they make. They all do it, especially these 3-piece travel rods. But these 6-piece travel rods, so I say. But it's just the spigots breaking in. And yeah, it seems very nice, if I'm honest. Get him put up in the stand now. So both the ratchets set now, and yeah, it's just a waiting game, I suppose. It's just a waiting game. I'm going to bring my big rod in a minute.
Yeah, I think there's little fish out there, mate.
Yeah, I did have a bite earlier on, so let's see what we got on him. Bring this one in for the first time of the day. Stand a bit on flatter rocks. Trying to get some speed on it just to lift it. Yeah, see, it feels very clean. Stripped. Bottom done what it needed to do, and completely stripped. So back to baiting up. Let Gav get him one out. I'll move out the way for you, mate. As you can see, Gav has taken his time just to make sure he's staying on his feet more than anything. I mean, you can see the water coming in here now, and it will start pushing us back. But hopefully we can be rewarded. I mean, as long as one of us sees a stinger out, it's mission complete, really. Whee. Water's starting to get up there now. We'll probably have to move some of the stuff back in a minute. Nice little clip down bait. Payback cast for Gav. Nice 100 yards. Boom. Right where they want them. So me personally now, I'm gonna go for a prawn. I'm gonna peel him off and sardine bait. Okay, just to get the party started. As I said, it's all new, isn't it? It's not the type of fishing I've really done a lot of. I mean, I'm not really one for holiday fishing, if I'm honest. I haven't been in the past, but I've started to get more into it in the last year or so. I mean, it's nice to do different things in life, isn't it? Instead of the same old thing all the time. And that way you don't get too bored of it, do you? I've lost my bait elastic. Where's my bait elastic to? I don't know what I've done with that. There it is, it's over here. Right, it's got the bait elastic out. So, I'm going to go for a prawn and half a sardine, okay? I'm going to get that bottom hook. I'm going to basically bring him down there like that. Like so. Just to get the juices going a little bit. I'm going to bind that onto the hook straight away. To make sure the hook point's all set into place. Like so. I'm going to bring the prawn back up now, just to set him onto my tray spline more than anything. Some of the boys, we know they've just gone out to Fuerteventura and they've had a cracking time. I mean, a good friend, Mr. Slack, managed to hook into a hammerhead, which I'm over the moon for him for, because really, I know the stingrays and that are nice, but that's the fish you want, isn't it? I think that's the fish everybody wants. I mean, I think a couple's been caught over there and stuff, which is good, but it's never guaranteed. And yeah, middle of the daytime, he literally smashes it. So I'm over the moon for him. Puts a lot of dedication and time in going over those boys each year and stuff. So it's nice to see him get rewarded. So, like that up through. Bring that pennywhook down now. So I'm going to put that right into there now, like so. I'm going to bring that up there. Lovely. There it is, look at that. Stinky prawn and pilchard bait. Let's see if we can get one out then, eh? Okay guys, so we go out to the left, that way none of us are to the right of us, and try and get this bait out there. Gavi went slightly too right on the last one. You want him pulling around into the bay, and I think he's gone slightly right, but get him all set up now. Trouble is the lines on the rocks, isn't it? No, mine. Yeah, it is. I don't know if I might be alright. Hold it up that. Whee!
You've got these reefs here that come out your head.
Yeah.
And I think what they do is they go out so far and then they just drop off.
Down. Makes sense. The trouble is having the nut mono touching that reef, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really, you'd be nice for waders. You'd be safe enough on it with studded waders. We've had to move back slightly, guys. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to fish 2 rods here today each. So I'm going to scale down to 1 rod. I'm just going to keep the Atronics rod out for the minute, just because it's got my Stingray set up on it at the minute. But I've got the other one out into the bay still with the little like prawn baits on. Gav's had a couple of taps there. But no, it's going to be too much to fish 2 rods, I think, here today. Especially when that water starts coming in, we're going to have to be on it. Probably get wet feet, wet socks, wet shoes, landing fish and stuff, but all part of the excitement, isn't it? Wait. That's what it's about. This is fishing for me. It's got a fish on, I think. I don't know, it's got something on there. Soaking wet in his trainers. Smashing them in. And he's got a big weaver this time. Size of that compared to the other one, Gav. And not on small hooks either, are they? You know what I mean? That's full ray bait size. Crazy, really. But one of the joys of foreign fishing, you wouldn't want to get bit by that. Look at that, it looks like a critter. Well in, mate, well in. Get soaking wet. Gav was just saying then about last time we was here was using braid, and unfortunately, like, you're not seeing the bites on mono, especially where they are. I mean, my rod tip's up high as I can there, just to get over the rough ground there. That's why I've gone down to 1 rod, really. And Gav's going to go forward and cast one out again here now. Was that rough out there at all?
No, I lost the lead.
Did you?
I think it's mixed, mate.
Yeah, mixed ground out there. Lovely venue. Nice to have a bit of deep water. And to be honest, we're in shorts and the shoes are dry out quick enough anyway, so I'm not really that bothered. But we can only fish 1 rod, as I said a minute ago. Just done a video for the Facebook page. That'll be up unloaded in a second. But yeah, we've got to be on the ball to it, really. We're not mucking around with these casting, getting them right out there. See that? The rod handles it lovely. But I'm going to bring mine in. I'm going to give it 10 minutes each time and then start bringing them in. But as you see these waves now, the water is literally coming up to the tripod here now, look. So we do have to watch what we're doing. But the hardest thing is going to be landing the fish, I think. You just have to try and bring it in with a swell. Starting to flood properly. I'm not sure how far we're going to push us back.
Push us back to there.
Yeah, the trouble is when it goes to that, we're going to end up in the bay, aren't we?
No,
Or go up on those rocks there out that way.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, this will be covered, so if you do get anything, you get it up on the surface just outside there.
Yeah.
You should be able to bring it in over.
Right, let's bring mine in now.
We'll see.
Let's have a look then, eh? Let's have a look. Yeah, just what Gav said a minute ago. Stripped. Absolutely stripped. So we're going to have to watch that. Maybe shorten the time it's out there. I'm tempted to go over a thick spawn a bit, to be honest. Just because we've got some braid in that on there. But the rotten bottom's doing exactly what we need it to do, which is good, always good. And we just need to try and keep those baits in the water. The trouble is, there's that many smaller fish out there. They'll be pecking around at it, and the trouble is with that, it's not out there long enough for a ray to come along and see, is it? So I'll get the bait elastic a minute. So that one there was a prawn, and it was a prawn and sardine bait up, which I'm going to do again. So I'm just going to peel the shell off. Like so. Okay. Pull that one down like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come right down through the head and back out like so. Okay. I'm going to bind him on quickly. The reason I bind it on, guys, is just to make it easier to play around with the bait, and especially when you're mixing a bait up. I mean, I can put a side bit onto that now, or I can put a whole bait on that, you know what I mean? So it just enables me just to make it easier to baiting up, really. So that's the prawn on there anyway. So with the prawn, do you know what, I'm tempted just to fish a prawn a minute, just to see. You never know, innit? Oh dear. And then I'll pull that around like that, put that one there down through, like so. I've got a prawn bait there now. That's what I'm going to do. Just mix things up. I mean, we haven't fished this area a lot. Gav's obviously fished out 2 fish out last time, but sometimes that can make be the difference, isn't it? With so making things more natural. But got to try it to make it work, and yeah, that's all you can do. I'm going to get him clipped up now. And then get him fired out there, I suppose. Whee! Quite slippy. It's yeah. To go over that side, I think. Can you stand that side a minute, just while I cast? Can you just stand there for 2 seconds while I cast? I just don't want you coming around. It's got that rotten bottom on it. Safety at all times. That's where you want it. That's where he wants it. Because we're using rotten bottoms, we're not literally power casting, but trying to get them out there with pendulum cast. If you've got someone to the right of you, it's just common sense, isn't it? Especially when you've got not that lead fixed properly. And yeah, that's the thing we want to see on holidays, accidents, isn't it? Okay guys, first weaver on the Akios rod. A small bit of prawn, straight on it was. Can you touch those fish?
What, the weaver?
Yeah.
No, you got it's the spines, isn't it?
It's got a needle, it's got, isn't it? You won't get it just by touching it. I just touched it, that's all.
No, it's only on the spine.
Yeah. So, be careful with these things. Okay. So what I'm going to try and do is straight off, and then put him right back in the puddle. He'll go back to fight another day. Okay, so I had a bit of prawn on this last time. So this time, I'm just going to go for a squid head. All right. Let's go for a squid head. Play around a little bit. It's a little scratching rod, isn't it, really? But I mean, if I can get it to do what I want it to do, I could be laughing. Yeah, lovely, lovely. Bit of bait elastic on that. See what happens. But yeah, it looks like a nice little mark to fish, that, Gav, doesn't it? Yeah. They're on like on like some steps coming down, and yeah. Right, little squid bait. Saying it's not even mucking around this one really. Lots of power in that rod, I can just feel then, bringing that fish in, especially casting in that as well. So it's very similar rods, to be fair. This one's got a lovely tip on it, mind. Right, get that clip down. Exactly the same again. I ain't gonna bother like literally hitting it. Just come back while Gav's there a minute. Out swing, in swing, turn around and hit it. Out into the middle. Job's a good one. Oosh. You're gonna put one out over there?
Yeah, I was just going to put it out in the middle, but I'm going to put that out a little bit more. Only because the tide's coming in a bit.
We're fishing the bay, we're fishing the bay.
And not only that, I've just seen what mate had. Got the fish in there.
A nice layback cast. Not sure if that's a bite on that straight away. Line's just slacking right up. Trouble is, you've got to watch your rods, haven't you? Because anything could happen over here. Anything could happen.
Well, it's easier to fish one rod, isn't it?
Yeah. Pretty sure it was a stingray. It was dark, whatever he had.
It was black, yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. They're on the steps over there, coming down from the houses. Good depth of water there. It's landing the fish, isn't it? If you get something massive. But I suppose if they got long gaffs or drop nets, you manage it, wouldn't you? But I think we'd be all right here, like Gav, later on, because we can just get up on. There's a beach to the left, so we can have to get up here and then cast out. As long as we're not in the way of people and stuff, I think we'll be fine. Don't say no fishing or nothing, anyway. But as you can see, some big ones coming in there. You wouldn't want that hitting you. That size of that, 6 foot tall. That coming in the front there now would probably wipe us out, I think. So here we go again. It's quite an overcast day today. Proper overcast. It looks really like dark coming over the mountains, which is ideal for us. The girls are sunbathing. So yeah, I don't know what they're going to think of that. But got to be in it, huh? To be honest. Huh? Yeah, he might have been. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that, yeah. It's a net. One array, guys. One array. But I'm just going to try and bury this hook into the prawn on this one. We're using quite big hooks. Right. Tough. Get the prawn coming around like so. Nice. All the way up to the top. Lovely little prawn bait. I mean, I'm using prawn at the minute. You don't know if prawn definitely works, do you? Gav had all this on sardine in that last time, so hopefully it's a natural bait which will produce the goods. So nice little prawn bait there. I'm going to blast this one out to the horizon now and see what happens. Oi. Set the rotten bottom up first. It's releasing every time. Does that bird eat it?
No, picked it out. He's going to eat it, but he can't give it away.
Alright, here we go, lads and ladies. The moment we've been waiting for. Let's get this bait out there and see if we can get one out. Here we go. My other rod's going at the minute. Nice tap that was, Gav, wasn't it? Yeah? I was going to cast this one out quickly while I'm waiting. That wasn't good. Slipped. So, as I said many a times, rocks went to come round, legs slipped, hand slip on the reel. Could have been much worse. Luckily, no, it's just dropped next to me, I think. I was rushing for that wave coming as well, it didn't help. Let's have a look. I'm so glad I got these boots on. I got wet feet, but that could have been 10 times worse. This went to slip on the rocks. It's like Gav said earlier on, you want to stand on the seaweed really. The seaweed's better to stand on than the actual rock, especially when that was wet then. I just looked for the seaweed walking back, but probably all the scent gone out of that bait up anyway, isn't it? So it is what it is. Stand forward and just did him out. I think I'm just gonna cast this one a bit shorter. I can't even, I've got to rebait that, guys. I can't cast that out. I'm gonna rebait that. Let's put a bit of, so now all the scent's gone in here. Hard to fish 2 rods where we are. What should I go for? Fuck it. It's going to go for a bigger bait. Starting to swell up a little bit now. Properly swell up. I'm going to fish double sardine. That's what I think I'm going to do. Like so. Bigger bait this. Someone looks like he's trying to come over and see us. Lots of bait elastic. Slack. Might have a fish on that other one. Okay, let's get this one out again. I'm not gonna hit this. My shock leader and my reel is soaking. Clip him on and give him a little thump out. On good feet, wet thing, I've got wet feet now, so it don't matter where I cast. Loads of weavers in a rock pool. We chucked a little bit of prawn there. You can see them all in the fin gobbler. Literally trying to smash it. But right, let's try and get one out then. I don't know where I'm going to stand. It don't make no difference now, I suppose. Do my shoelace up quickly. This one here had a tap earlier on. My guessing's a weaver, Gav. What do you reckon? Give a little run. Should be up because it's on the pulley rig. Right. Up. Can you tighten that reel up quickly, bro? The line keeps going slack. I think braid is the way forward on this. Nothing. Nah, nothing. Crazy. What I'm going to do, I'm going to fish one rod for a minute. I'm going to put this one up out the way. So we've moved further back now. We've had to. It's quite tight, and where the swells are coming through, obviously with the stuff and that, it's hard to film. So we've only got one. We're down on one rod each at the minute, and we're just going to cast them out into the bay. So yeah, it is what it is. Unfortunately, we would have liked to have been here 2 hours early, but because of the bait shop being 9 o'clock. It's going to get a lot better as the week goes on with that. It's quite deep out there. So that's the rod set. Better? Yeah, a lot better. Hopefully the fish play ball now. We've scaled down our hook sizes a little bit. See if it makes a difference, eh? Gav's just put out a whole squid bait here in a minute. And a couple of bites straight away. Mine was a weaver when mine happened. I don't know what he's got there. Is it weed? Oh, it's got a bit of weed there. Anything underneath it? Nope, just weed.
Mate, you're gonna stay.
Yeah, it's massive in seconds. It's just massive in seconds. I'm gonna get one out now. Trap this one out. So a little hook, guess. Little size 1/0, looking for a gilt or something like that. Put that right next to the rock, really, probably about 3 or 4 metres out. Not very far out. Rest this one up there. Rest this one up in the tripod. A little bit of resistance there, not a lot. If that goes over. I was just saying, what we're going to try and do, just because of the way the at the end of the day, we need to get the bait from the supermarket, and the supermarket don't open till 9 o'clock. So at the moment, it's making us get down here on the flood. We really want to fish 3 hours of the back tide and then fish the whole of the flood. But last time Gavin had success over the bottom of the tide, fishing like over low water. We ain't got to do that properly today, so there's no guarantees. No guarantees we're fishing at all. And at the same, it's an area we don't know, and all we got to do is have a go at it, really. Isn't it? He literally had a smashing bite straight away on that squid. I think it was green. Stingray rod's aren't doing much at the moment. I'm going to bring that one in now. Check this bait up. I know I ain't got nothing on it, but it's been out there a little while now. I want to get a bit closer just as it's coming in, just to lift that weight really. So then folks, what I'm intending to do now is maybe get a little bit wet, but I've got a squid bait here. Okay, so I'm gonna literally walk out as far as I can up to the end there now, and blast this to the horizon just to see if getting that little bit of extra distance see a fish or not. Probably not. But it's one of them, innit? And I'm just thinking, like I said to Gavin, this is probably going to hold better rather than the prawn and the squid, because it's quite soft baits. Might get a little bit longer it being in the water. Lovely fine squid bait there. All the juices, like so. Okay. What I'll do then is put the pan up down. Up and down through. Pull the hook, and we got a bait up, so I'm going to walk down there now and try and get one out. There you go, we're fishing. Here we have Braid, and he feels like he's got a good one on. What bait, mate?
Single sardine.
Single sardine. Did we have the one we want? Could need a gaff for this, won't we? No? Definitely not a ray. Staying deep in it.
That hit me hard.
Did it?
Yeah.
It's a ray. It's a stinger, isn't it? Guys, we're gonna have to put this down a minute. What's that finger?
It's the shelf.
What is it? There's a stinger. Can you bring it down this way? We have it.
Maybe.
Don't matter. They're all, he's cut lovely, mate.
Watch that fucking.
Hey! Whoa, whoa, what's your at? Look. Turned around. Fucking hell. We got one. Got what we come for.
I put up hell of a fight as well. As soon as it went to slack and it just went boom, pulled me right over.
So guys, what we come for? Not the biggest one we were after, but he's still very fat. And you can see that there. He's smashed that sardine. Gav didn't know if it was a ray or not to begin with, because the way it hit. But as you can see that now, as you know, you can see the big long sting, so we're not going to hold this fish, because the smaller ones are harder to hold, believe it or not. But yeah, that's the bit they're known for. As you can see, what a fantastic looking species of ray. And the coloration in that fish and the eyes is absolutely phenomenal. We're going to get a couple of pictures now, so I'll leave you on the camera with him while I take a couple of pictures, and yeah, we'll get back to fight another day. The eyeballs are stunning, absolutely stunning. But target achieved, guys. That's what we come down here for. Gavin's managed to do the business. He's frightening this one. Did you?
Only because I struck and there was nothing there, and all of a sudden it just went fucking bang in my hand, and I thought, that don't feel like a ray.
No.
And then it was just digging deep.
The way it stayed deeper made me think it was a ray, just by the like how it held your rod. But for the size, what a fight! See Gavin now, what he's doing, he's getting the sting with a towel. What I'll do is I'm going to come over the back of it here now, just to put my weight there. Whoa, 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 whoa! Coming off. Just to unhook him, and careful, don't think that tail's properly under, you know. Right. There you go, he's out. Just say, guys, got a nice quick photo of Gavin with the fish, and we'll get him back to fight another day. What a sexy fish, absolutely gorgeous. I'll be well over the moon with that even if it's that size. Stonker. So the hard part now, got to try and return this fish. So what he's going to do is basically going to wet back with a tide, drop him down, then turn up. See him from the surface there now. He's fighting. He's flapping. He's gone. Look him on the surface out there. Guys, I'm over the moon. That's what we come for. It doesn't make no difference the size. This is holiday fishing, you know what I mean? You can see him out there. Look at that Gav, look. Out on the surface, right out there now. Getting his wits back about him. And there he goes, back to fight another day. Big or small, we love them all. Look at that sight, look. Stingray on the surface, doing a nice little display, thanking us for putting him back. And he's probably going to, oh, he's still there, look. Turn around. Off he goes. Can't ask for more than that. Over the moon, I'm over the moon. It's not always about catching the fish. Come here today, look at that. That is just amazing, look. I've only ever seen one ray do that. I'd have spotted what's done that to me. So he's gone now, I think. But yeah, he's coming back up. There we go. Get on. But sardines seems to be the way, Matt.
Happy days.
Well, that's what we're here for. What we're here for. And Mr. Cuthbert's son.
And they're in there swimming with stingrays.
Yeah. Everybody on the beach was like, what the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on here? But I'm just going to fish this one hook still, I think. I've got a bit of prawn on that. I set it up for that a minute ago. But now seeing that come out, I'm tempted to go for pilchard, but I'm going to have to bring that big one out in a minute. But yeah, the swimmers are literally fishing about, I don't know, 100, 150 yards to our left. But it's nice just like to see out, isn't it? You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, I'll be happy. I'd be happy with 5 or 6 pounder, honestly. Don't make a difference. It's all about, if we can get a 50 pounder out while we're here this week, that's something special, you know what I mean? I mean, we'll probably go to Fort Ventura next year to have a go at the big ones. But like the ones Gav had last year, 50 pound was the biggest, and you know what I mean, especially on the gear we use, and we're using like fishing gear we'd use back home. I mean, they're not using massive heavy braids and like really strong leaders and really strong rods. You've got fantastic sport of that fish he just had there on that rod. I mean, that rod helped with that, no problem at all, did it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, you know what I mean, it's got all the backbone in the rod. But I'm gonna get this one here out now. That only just hit the water. That was one what unreleased as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
See if we can get one out. So I'll put a really, really small bait on that, prawn bait. Okay guys, sardine and a half, pulley rig. Try and get them out there now and see if we can get one out. Gone already?
Unreal.
What was that?
Huh?
Green, isn't it? Guys, you probably will now, look. See all them? Little weavers? All in all the rock pools, there's absolutely loads of them, and I mean loads of them. If it's like that out there, I mean, just see the baits we're using here at the minute. I mean, we're not using small baits. Got 5 hooks on there. It's just exactly the same as we're using at home, really.
Yeah.
And those baits are getting smashed within seconds. Like Gav, the one Gav had a minute ago, it must have been in the water less than a minute. And I think that's the difference with trying to keep the baits in the water in one piece. When you put a whole squid bait on a minute ago, and within seconds it's just demolished. There's that many small fish out there. So not necessarily hook size or anything, it's just trying to keep the baits in one piece. You've got that smaller fish. I reckon night time would be better though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I
But we're fishing up to high water now, probably fish a couple hours back, and then we'll be back again this week. But it's all learning, trying to learn the venue, innit? You know what I mean? It was like these rainbow crab things you've seen in the beginning of the video. There's a few of those rocks there. I went out over a minute ago when I went to cast out there, and I'll tell you what, it was like rats there, thousands of them, absolutely thousands of them. Let's hope we see a screaming reel then. Look at that. Oh, you pick that up. I put a bit of mackerel in sardine head in there a minute ago. There is loads of them, guys. Just goes to show what's happening to your baits out there. As you can see, the rocks were on before are covered now. And yeah, you wouldn't want to be out there now. Very, very slippery rocks and they're wet. Webby's just got to get a stinger out now to fulfill his mission as well. Yeah. Target achieved by the team. Hopefully they get bigger. It'd be nice to see a 50 landed. I think that's our target. What a beautiful day. That's what fishing's about. Chilling out on the rocks. It's quite overcast today, which has not been nice for us really. But Gav saved the day with the first stinger out. Only a babby, but hopefully they get a bit bigger. Yeah, we, as I said, because of the way of getting bait this morning at 9 o'clock, the way the tides are, we want to be here like low water, like 3 hours before low, fish it down, then fish it back up really. But he's never fished it to like we on is now. He had to fish about, I don't know, half tide back. Yeah, really. But I think what we found hardest is keeping the baits intact because they're getting destroyed straight away. But the girls just come down, bought some nice cold beers. Oh yeah. And yeah, we're just going to fish here for a little bit. We've had, well, I reckon we've had about four or five weaver fish and one stingray so far. But pizza en route, a few beers. What more can you ask for? It's quite a nice place. A few guys mulleting to the left hand side of us. But no, it seems to be a lot of people targeting bream and stuff. But I'm going to move the gear now because the waves are starting to haul up now. So yeah, hopefully we can give you a bit more of an update later on and see if we can get that big one out. Till then. Bit of weight on Gavs now. We'll come up a minute. Weave, reckon there's a fish on. It's got a weaver. Another weaver. Watch out, weaver's about. There he is. Another one that we don't want, but they keep coming. I'm going to put some fresh baits on in a minute, and we'll make use of the last couple of hours of the tide. Okay guys, so it's gone a bit slow, but we're here giving it a go, and we're going to fish it up over the top of the tide, an hour back, and then we're going to call it a night. Go and get a few beers, nice cold beers in the old bar up there, a bite of the week, and then what we'll probably do is that slack liner. There we go, Gav's on the bite. So I was just about to say it's gone all. It's a joy of using braid. I don't like using a fixed ball, probably on it. But I think I'm gonna, next time we come out, I will do it. I've got one with me. But, I'm just fishing my own ray gear, what I would at home. I mean, just having a bit of enjoyment with it. I mean, if I can get into a £100 stinger, I'll be over the moon with it. To be honest, I'll be happy with a £10. It's holiday fishing, isn't it? But having a bit of fun, doing stuff that you don't know. You know what I mean, learning and stuff like that. I mean, 9 times out of 10, probably not going to come back here. You know what I mean? Probably go move on to other places and stuff. But it's all part and parcel of it, isn't it? But no, at the end of the day, we went out to target a stingray today and we caught one. So that's all you can do, isn't it? But I think we'll see another one out, I honestly do, at the top of the tide. I mean, a few guys here fishing for mullet in that, and there seems to be a lot of bream about. Matey had a couple of bream, but I think Matey caught a couple of mullet because he was, there's lots of scales down where he obviously, when we moved up, there's bread in that there where he was fishing. I think he's obviously took one for the table. But no, lovely day. I'm glad it's overcast because else it would have been like literally boiling. But no, it's boiling still, the heat wise. I mean, my shoes are dried out completely, and as you've seen earlier on, I was getting soaking wet. Your trainer's dried out?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. But the girls have come down, nice of them, and bought us a couple of beers down, which is nice. Got a Guinness there to have now. So we'll probably smash that. And then pizza and chips on the way. Woo! Don't get that much places by on the Bristol Channel, eh? But no, all in all, been a lovely day. First day fishing, and yeah, so it's a pretty nice day really. It's it goes to show sometimes just by putting a rod in the bag. Like Gav's just fished one rod the whole time he's been here today, and you ain't got if you got the travel rods. It's a joy of having the travel rods. I mean, that Akios rod, really nice rod. The Tronics Pro one is very nice rods. I'm not going to do a comparison on them because to me they're slightly different. They look the same, the guides are the same in that. They are slightly a different feel, but they're meant for travel fishing, aren't they? At the end of the day, and to be honest, I would say both are as good as each other out of the casting and stuff. I've not had a big fish on. I haven't had no fish like properly on any of the rods really. I mean, I had a place in that on the travel rods when we went to Staro, but no, it's ideal. Just chucking your suitcase gets you over it, doesn't it? And it gets you a bit of fishing. But the only thing I will say, we were just talking to a guy a minute ago. What was the website called? You got your license from? If you are doing this, make sure you get your license. There's a fishing license. Now, I didn't know this, but up where we are now, there's a place, and he said 13 euros,
16 euros, but it's
tourist information for 3 years, 4 years,
3 years.
3 years for that money. So it's less than 20 euros at the end of the day, and it lasts 3 years. Now we paid 40 quid, didn't we?
I think I paid a little bit more because I wanted mine within 24 hours.
Well, yeah, I didn't do 24 hours. No, because I had a bit of time. You didn't have a bit of time though. You didn't have a lot of time, did you?
No,
Yeah, so he paid a little bit more, but you're paying someone to go and do the job for you, basically. And he's earning himself 30 quid or whatever. Can't go wrong. But there is places, and that's the first thing you want to do, guys. Make sure you get a license, because if you get pulled on the rocks, I think it's massive fines here as well, isn't it? They don't play around. Yeah, and the other thing is, if you fish where you're not allowed and they catch you, you were saying it's stupid fines, isn't it? Yeah, like stupid fines. So to be fair, I think of £200, £300, to be honest, if I could go in there and catch that £7 mullet, it'd be worth a £500 fine. I'm paying a fine all day long, and so would he. And I tell you what, I don't think it would be very hard. I think if we put bread and that in there and got him feeding, I guarantee you'd get that big one just by putting it in front of his nose. But nah, it was a good night last night. It's a nice hotel, lovely hotel. For anybody that hasn't been to Tenerife, it's a lot different than Spain. I always thought it'd be a bit like Spainy, but it's not. The beaches are really black, dark sand, volcanic, and it's a weird place. It's very beautiful, very beautiful. It's like cliffs and that in the background, and then it's just our hotel room just looks straight out to sea. But 9 times out of 10, most of the hotels are looking straight out to sea and stuff. There's not. How many different villages is around here? It is, isn't it? So we're the next village on. Gav stayed here before, and then we've moved on to the next village where we're staying now. We're down towards the harbour and stuff. But no, really nice holiday so far, and hopefully we can get a couple of trips in. I know we're planning on doing Monday, so we've got a day off tomorrow, unfortunately. Then we're doing Monday night, and then I think we're doing Monday, and then we're doing Monday night. What was the best tide for it? Monday Wednesday. Monday night we're going to be doing an evening tide as well, and then Wednesday, hopefully, if we can squeeze any more in, we will. But it's at the end of the day, it's a family holiday. You've got to keep the girls happy. It's the main thing, isn't it? I mean, happy wives, happy lives. So yeah, onwards and upwards. But I'm going to bring that one in now, and hopefully we can see another one out. But no, first day, good results. Go on, folks. So here we go. Here we go. Now, I'm gonna fire this one out quickly. And last really hour we got here now, so it's a case of just trying our best just to get a stinger out before we head off. But the tide's starting to push quite bad now. No, wait! Lovely. Sun's out, guns out. Put some cream on. Hey?
Absolute mental. And strips so quick.
Gav was just saying then about the quick the baits are being stripped. I mean, it went to show the stinger that he had, because he literally cast out and within seconds he had the stinger on. It was less than a minute, a couple of minutes. Every time we brought it back in, except from once he brought it back in earlier on and it was still had bait on. But apart from that, they're going like. I'm going to put some cream on now. The sun's come out, and the last thing we need to be doing is getting burnt, don't we? Right, just saving the GoPro, as you do. Nice laid-back cast from Gav. As you can see, guys, you don't have to do the pendulum cast all the time. Adam exactly the same. And I've got to be honest, most of the time everybody knows how far Adam can cast. But most of the time when I fish with him, he always uses a layback cast more than the fishing. I mean, he gets enough distance of it, and it just goes to show. Unfortunately, it's probably just down to my casting, because I always get better results, better distance with my pendulum than I do the layback. It's just me not knowing what I'm doing properly. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. It looks like I had a few bites then. I'm not sure if it was in the tripod then, but my left hand rod.
Boiling.
Look at that. You don't get service like that anyway. Oh, slack liner. Yeah. Oh shit.
Right, take your time.
Here we go, guys.
I'm going to reel this one in, mate. Make a bit of room.
Down. Go like that, that's a good fish. Take it down. And we got him! Webby has only got his first stingray. Want to clip him, mate? Oh, what a fish! What a fish! Right, gonna get rid of my pizza in a minute. And I am over the moon.
That's an eagle ray, isn't it?
It's an eagle ray, it's not a stingray, is it?
No, I think it's an eagle ray.
Okay, guys. So there she is. Look at that. Pure perfection. I'm going to weigh this fish and then we'll get back the picture in about 5 another day. So what we're going to do, sling, and somewhere I have the scales. Watch yourself, I'll come up and think. We're going to help Gav a minute because it's very vicious. That's the only way to describe it at this very moment. So I'll get this all set up. Right, let's have a go. Right. Away.
hold the back of the net.
Yeah.
If you hold the tail, then I'll keep it off.
How the hell do you think it's there? Be careful. Can you hold that sling out? Gotta get this fish in that sling quickly. We're gonna weigh the sling after, guys, alright? At the end of the day, it's fish care. So. You're not. Oh my god. Okay, zeros, units, these are right. It's what?
1312.
1312 with the sling. So we're going to get a quick photo and then get it back to fight another day.
You're alright if you hold that, mate. That's it.
Right, I'll do it again, I'll do it again. Okay guys, I'm going to wait for the swell and dump him back in. I'm not sure what he went 1312. That's what I can do. That fish on the thing coming back in here now. He'll go, he'll go. If he don't, I'm going to have to get in. There he goes. It's a nightmare because we can't get out there. He's back in. Not a lot more you can do about than that. He's there. He's coming over the rocks now. Back in. There he goes off to fight another day. You know what? I'm absolutely over the moon. I know I had to come here and it's not an English stingray, but it's an holiday fish, guys. And we've had a fantastic day. Time for a bit of pizza, a few beers. Let's go. Fucking hell. Guys, what can I say? I'm absolutely over the moon. It was hard for Gav to gaff. He had no choice but to gaff it at the end of the day, guys. But yeah, literally over the moon. Gonna have to take away the sling, so to take it off the fish. So was it 1312? So take off the sling, which is £1. So 12.12. Not a massive stingray, but you know what? I don't care. I'm absolutely over the moon with that fish. I really am. It's I know we got to Solent and that, and you get a lot of people saying, "Oh, you haven't had one yet." We've only done 2 trips, and it's fishing at the end of the day. And I was really looking forward to come over here just to get one. And like I seen the one that Gav had earlier. As soon as that fish took a slack line straight away, as soon as I hit it, I could feel it just like pull. So I didn't want to like put pressure on it straight away. As you can see, Gav just to take your time. And yeah, I allowed it. In the end, I could feel it wasn't fantastic fish just by the way it was pulling. So I locked into it. And there you go. But all the way diving, it went off like a smooth round left and right and stuff. But quite challenging to land. But we're gonna have a bit of pizza now. and yeah, we'll try and get another one out. So guys, I'm going to pack this rod down now. I'll take the rig off first, and yeah, we're going to just fish one rod. We've got the water coming in from the left hand side of us now, so it's going to be quite challenging to do, like. But fantastic day's fishing, really is. Let's hope the GoPro don't get wet here in a minute, because it's coming right away around the side. My reel is about to get soaked.
Right?
Yeah. Just get up and away with it.
Gonna get wet.
Yeah, I know. We had them.
Huh?
We had two.
I know. Are you coming now, are you?
In a minute.
Are you just gonna go visit the shops and then
Yeah, go do that then.
go get a taxi?
Yeah, do that.
You got new keys, that's Gav's, that's yours.
Oh, I've got a key.
It won't work now. Mine wasn't working.
Yeah, you alright?
Walk on these ones a minute.
Yeah, we were going to give it to like 4 o'clock anyway. Very well. Well, you knew we'll do it one then, we can get that back. Yeah.
We'll have to come in and have a look in here again.
Huh?
We'll have to come to those shops again.
Alright,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, okay, then.
All these fish there.
I know. Just let my pizza look. Are you going to watch the pizza? Well, Mrs. come down and give us our room keys. We're going to give it another hour. They're going to go back now. And yeah, I'm going to get another rod out. Just going to put my bags back in safe, and hopefully we can see another fish out. Still got to get the common out, but I'm absolutely over the moon with that fish. I really am. It's I thought it was going to be an half tidy one, to be honest, when it first took off, because just the way it went off. But as I started to tighten up, I could feel that it wasn't fantastic. Just locked into it. These rods handled it fine. You know what I mean? I'm using English rain gear at the moment. Nothing different than I wouldn't use at home. So it's not like I've got massive braid reels and stuff like that. Yeah, at the end of the day, we weren't here expecting to target like monsters, double figured fish and stuff like that. We're happy with, you know what I mean? The chance of a 50 pounder, I'm over the moon. But I'm going to get this one out now. We're going to have 2 more casts, and hopefully we can see a better fish out. It's been a lovely day, it really has. I mean, as me and Gav were just saying, he's only been here once before in Adam, and he had him the first time he come here. So nothing was guaranteed for us coming here today, really. But it was a bit challenging over the first event. I think I'll do what Gav done the next time, is just fish one rod. And I think braid's the way forward as well, because you're picking up all the little fish bites and stuff like that instantly. I think changing the baits would be a big thing here regularly. And yeah, I think, well, we've had him through the stage of the tide. If he's had him at low, but he had better fish at low water when he was here last time, but it was later in the year. So all we can do is really give it a go. But we're going to give 2 more casts. We got an hour, 4 o'clock, and hopefully we can see that that 50 pounder out. I mean, that's what we're after, guys. I know they get monstrous ones and stuff like that in other places and stuff, but we've it's more than anything, it's a holiday with the girls, and we've managed to sneak the gear in. So 2 birds, 1 stone. But we're quite lucky because they've got these sunbed things, which they've got today, Monday and Wednesday. So we're going to make full advantage of going fishing on those days, because I'm not one for sitting around on sun loungers pampering, you know what I mean? So yeah, they're fantastic ones. One of the locals there, and come over to watch us fish for stingray. I think it's a bit different than the type of fishing they do down here, because a lot of it's float fishing and stuff for bream. But yeah, hopefully we can see one. We're definitely back and fishing it in the night time. As long as it's flat calm seas, you need to see what you're doing here, really. It could be quite dangerous, as I found out earlier on walking out there. But we've had the fish we're after. Happy lads, happy lads. Huh? Oh, is that slack? Okay guys, the leads, we've got 6-ounce leads. We should have bought some 7s as well, really. But the leads on the incoming will come around in the bay. As the tide's changed now, it's sort of like pulling us back around to the reef. Gavin's just woo, I just had a slack liner. I think that's Gav. Come. I think he's managed to get it back, which is a good thing. Got it? I do. Don't want to be losing any braid on the rocks. Whoa, 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 it's coming to me, mate. All right. Hey, get a bit dodgy now, guys. Last cat, is that it? Yeah. Right, which one of them a cast? Right, gonna bring this one in now. Not a good day. Yeah, we've done what we needed to do. So, try and get. Do you want to have that one up on there, or? Try and get this reel back, and we'll have another session in the week. So get rid of all this stuff so it's not stinking out my bag in the hotel room. Get the missus really moaning. But no, really over the moon, guys. I mean, we'd come and done what we wanted to do. Managed to get down here and get a couple of rays out for the day. So not much more you can ask for, really, is there? Bit of nice food tonight, a few drinks, and then get ready for a session later on in the week. But from us live here in Tenerife, hope you're all having a good, enjoying the sun and that back home, hopefully, and we'll catch up later in the week. Tight lines.